Hey guys, Sharkin here. Welcome to another 5-minute farm. Today, we will be looking at Hellfire Peninsula. This farm may take you just over 5 minutes, but no more than 10. The best class to do this on is a mage, as you can teleport to Shat anytime, and teleport back to Talaara or your main capital city anytime. But you can use any class, and just take the Hellfire Peninsula portal in Orgrimmar or Stormwind City. What we are looking for is vendors with limited supply items and rare spawns today. At the end of the video, I will provide you with a detailed map and reference in the video description below. This is the route I take to farm the rares, and I stop off at any town or city for vendors that I need to check. The first vendor is Alchemist Gribble for Alliance. He sells the recipe Elixir of Camouflage. It is valued around 400 gold and can be bought for a measly 3 gold. The alternative vendor for Horde is named Antonovich. The next vendor is named Talaara for Alliance and sells some pretty nice stuff. There are 2 limited supply stock weapons that she sells. They can be sold for 6 to 7k each and bought for, 30 gold. Although it's quite rare as many people pass by and buy it. Still, no harm in looking if you fly by. The Horde alternative to this vendor is Fallesh Sunfallow. There are enchanting and engineering trainers as well, who sell some mats, and you can buy them for pretty cheap, and it's nothing worth a lot, but it's worth just buying and just stocking up. Well, that's it for the Alliance vendors. Unfortunately, the Horde vendors outnumbers the Alliance for Hellfire Peninsula. The next Horde vendor is Rohok, who sells the plants for lesser ward of shielding. It doesn't sell for much, but it's something you can just add to your auction house listings, just like a lot of these recipes and stuff. And the final vendor, Mixie Farshot, sells 2 schematics that's worth between 300 to 400 gold each. Like always, make sure you check your auction house before buying any of these, as there may be people who have huge stock and dominate the auction house for these items. Now you don't want to go into a an auction house war or an undercutting war, so just check first. Now for the rare spawns. The spawns in Hellfire Peninsula are harder than most to find, as most people would spend time in Hellfire Peninsula over the rest of the lands. But you can check if they're up, during the quieter times you're in server or just when you want to test your luck. Their loot tables are pretty good. We will start with the pink one named Vorakem, doomspeaker. He drops 4 different helms, with around 25% drop chance each, give or take a bit. So we have one for each armor class, with the item values worth anywhere between 3,800 gold to 9,500 gold. If you kill the rare, you'll be guaranteed with a helm, and they are all worth adding to your auction house listings, just like all the rares in Hellfire Peninsula. The second rare, named Fulgorge, on the map I marked him with a green line because NPC scan overlay mixes 2 colors together, makes it very hard for you guys and very hard for me to tell which one's which, so I've just made it easier for you guys. He drops 4 different gloves. 3 of his gloves are quite expensive, but the rockworm hide hand wraps sells for only 1.3k. But of course, always worth something, and it's worth, the 75% chance to get something better. And lastly, we have Mekthorg, the Wild. He drops 4 chest pieces, all worth a good fortune. The lowest price one goes for 10k, going up to 14k for the leather tunic. These rares have a spawn time of 6 or more hours. Could be any more than that. Some people recorded 12 hours, something like that. This is not something you should actively farm, but something you should take a look for when passing by. On the map, I've marked each location with a star, nipple, square, triangle, or skull. Check in the video description below for links to all the vendors or rares I named, and the location you can find them. In the video, I managed to kill 2 of the rares, and I got a looted item value of around 12,000 gold. You could be luckier than me, you could be unluckier than me. You could, you could potentially get all the rarest one, which maybe get you 30k looted item value for, 5 to 10 minutes work. Or you could find no rares at all. Anyways, I will be working my way through Outlands to show you guys the vendors plus rare spawns to allow you guys to learn what to farm and what not to farm in Outlands. Because it's one of the most underrated areas ever, with lots of vendors and rares up for grabs. Thanks again for watching the video. If you liked or found it useful, give it a thumbs up or leave a comment. and don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more from my channel. You have a great day, and I hope the RNG gods favour you.